I'd like to welcome everybody to our October 1st Brigantine City Council meeting. Please rise for the flag salute. Please remain standing while our Deputy Mayor Karen leads us in prayer.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us engage in meaningful discussion. Allow us to grow closer as a group and nurture the bonds of our community. Many of our friends and neighbors are celebrating Yom Kippur this week. We ask that you hear their prayers and that you shower them with beautiful blessings. In your name we pray. Amen. Thank you.
Christine, can you read the Open Public Meetings Act announcement?
This is to advise the meeting notices of this meeting have been sent and posted as required.
Thank you. Struggling a little. That's all right, though. It's got me. We got it. First of all, I'd like to welcome the Messino family here. I'd like to welcome Chief Emick, Assistant Chief Burrell, all of our officers, our lifeguards, for a very, very special day here in Brigantine. Today, we want to honor Captain Fran Messino for his 46 years of service to the Brigantine Beach Patrol. And I will tell you, Fran is probably one of the most legendary lifeguards to ever serve on the Beach Patrol, honestly. I even wore my orange for you, Fran. I got my orange tie, orange socks. And something I think is really important, like we have a huge award on the Beach Patrol called the Orange Pride Award. And every time I think of Orange Pride, I think of Fran Messino. Fran definitely bleeds orange. He is the cheerleader on the Beach Patrol. He is the keeper of like the history. And I think one of the things is he's always so enthusiastic about everything he does. Probably one of my earliest memories of Fran is being a rookie. We're coming up on the South Jerseys and we're at a meeting. I hear this like music. And I'm like, what is that? And it's getting louder. And it's getting all of a sudden this truck drives off the beach with a full band in the back of the truck. And there's Fran up on top singing and belting out a song and an incredible parody of the success that the Beach Patrol is going to have in the race. And I think it's something that I look forward to every single year. And I know when you talk that song, Born to Run, will forever in my mind be Born to Guard, you know. And Fran was my direct lieutenant when I was on the Beach Patrol, and he did a great job with that. I think Fran always made sure that he took care of the people he was responsible for, and he was really good, I want to say, with discipline. I know there was an instance where I may or may not have crashed a boat on the beach into a sandbar, and there may or may not have been some damage to that boat. And after I called it in and had the logbook happen, Fran came down. Instead of being upset or being mad, he's like, tell me what happened. What's the story? And I explained to him what was going on and what had happened and how it happened. And he said, look, Vince, he goes, I appreciate how hard you train. I appreciate that you want to be a great racer and you're pushing these boats to the limit of what they can do. And in this case, maybe a little beyond its limit. He goes, but we're not just here about racing. We're here to save lives, and we need to take care of our equipment. He's like, and you got to have a balance of both. Push yourself hard, but be smart in what you do because this job depends on having good equipment. And he's like, is that understood? I was like, yeah, absolutely. And he goes, now you're grounded for 2 weeks, no rowing. And it's funny how you have those like key moments that stick with you, especially when you're young. And, you know, and even though that's a conversation where I expected to get yelled at, expected to be upset, expected to be in trouble, how Fran handled it taught me responsibility. And I think that's something that we do a great job of on the Beach Patrol, especially from all of our lieutenants, all of our officers, because we deal with a lot of young people on the Beach Patrol, and our responsibility is to raise them up so they make good choices. And I know Fran did that for me, and I know in the 20 years I was on the Beach Patrol, Fran did that for everyone out there. So we're very, very proud of all of you done for the city, and I know I hope you come back and visit all the time because I will miss you, and you do need to sing more songs for us because I miss that very much. What's up? Beautiful, I love it. So I have a proclamation on behalf of City Council. It says, Captain Francis Messino is a little formal, I felt funny, but Captain Francis Messino is being honored on the occasion of his retirement after completing an extraordinary 46 seasons of dedicated service with the Brigantine Beach Patrol. Whereas Fran spent his childhood summers in Brigantine working as a mascot before officially joining the ranks of the lifeguards in 1980, truly living up to the phrase, born to guard. He was awarded Lifeguard of the Year in 1994, promoted to lieutenant in 2000, and earned the title of Senior Lieutenant in 2004, which later transitioned to Captain, although many still affectionately called him by his nickname, Franny Lane. Fran has long been an unofficial historian of the Brigantine Beach Patrol, sharing stories from its past, keeping alive its traditions and pride, while also serving as an immense in countless events and races and bringing humor, energy, and spirit to the Beach Patrol community. For 46 years, Fran has been a constant presence on the Brigantine Beach Patrol, sharing his knowledge and stories with gotta start wearing glasses, with generations of guards, riding waves of each season with enthusiasm, all while remaining devoted to the safety of his community that he serves so proudly, displaying his orange pride. Now, therefore, I, Vince Sarah, Mayor of the City of Brigantine, on behalf of the Brigantine City Beach Patrol and the people of the City of Brigantine, do hereby commend and recognize Captain Fran Messino for his outstanding and exceptional service to the City of Brigantine. Fran, thank you very much.
First of all, I want to thank Mayor and Council for this. It's been an incredible 46 years. A lot of people on council, they have a direct connection to the Beach Patrol. Mayor Sarah Vince, I was his direct supervisor. I didn't ground him for 2 weeks because it was too close to the South Jerseys, which I think you guys got second that year. And it was always an honor cheering for the guys and girls on the Beach Patrol. But thank you to Mayor and Council, City Manager. Tiger, thank you. It's great to see the Chiefs here. Paul was a 7th Street Beach guy, just like I was. That's great seeing Rich, John always. We always had great equipment on the beach because John made sure we had the best. I'd like to thank a couple people in particular. My grandparents, who trekked down from South Philly one day to visit friends in 1952 and purchased a house, while everybody else in our family was going to North Wildwood. We stayed true to Brigantine, New Jersey. Best of both worlds. Grew up in South Philly during the winters, Brigantine every summer, and it will be every summer for the rest of my life. My sisters for coming out, my sons for being here, my beautiful wife for always being there for me. It's been an honor. My brothers and sisters on the Beach Patrol, especially the 3 chiefs / captains I served under, the legendary Jim King, who exemplified the Orange Pride, and who told me one day, Frank, go back to school, get your teacher's license. So I did. And here I am. I guess that was a long time ago. Chief Joe Gunther, who I always say was just maybe the nicest guy I ever met in my life, recommended me for promotion a few times. And of course, Chief Emmett Kip, I love you, brother. I'm always honored that the first day you ever worked as a lifeguard, I was your senior guard. And I got there almost on time. And, but yeah, it's a great job. When people say it's the best job they'll ever have, it is. I had the opportunity of running with Ryan before she was a runner. And I had an opportunity of DJing some people's weddings in this room through lifeguarding. And they were blasts. I'm not going to tell too many stories, but hey, one day, if I ever see you, you can ask me some things that I can tell you. But thank you to everyone who truly loves our island, who truly loves Brigantine, and to everyone. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the legend himself, Assistant Chief Burrell. I was his mascot, and as my current boss during the winter, Phil Gunther says, Dr. Gunther says, you were Morell's mascot, not mine. But yeah, I was, and I learned a lot from Mike. I could tell you, and I really did. Thanks for teaching me how to row. I'll never forget that. And all my brothers and sisters on the beach patrol, present, past, and future. 'Cause we're not going anywhere. I'll be down 7th Street Beach and I'll be at the Cove. And maybe I'll learn how to surf finally and go to the jetty. Okay? And of course, I mean, I wish my parents were here. They took us to the beach all the time. And one rule we had, we could never swim when the lifeguards weren't there. And that was one thing. I guess I'll go back to that now. Guys, unless lifeguards are around, we're not going to the ocean. But thank you, guys. God bless everyone and born the guard. Let's bring home the South Jerseys again. All right, it would be great. God bless.
Bravo. Fran, do you mind if we get a picture with you too? And then I actually want a picture with the beach patrol as well. City Council, do you guys mind coming down?
It's been a pleasure.
You remember that? Oh, we always remember.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It was his birthday fall.
Yeah.
I remember what year that was, but you remember.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Taggart, we have an executive session tonight.
Yes, Mayor, we do have an executive session.
Copy. Contract.
Attorney-client privilege and contract negotiations.
Christine, can you read the resolution for executive session? Second.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, resolution passed. Back probably about 15 minutes. All right, we have a motion second to resume the meeting. All in favor? Pass, we resume our meeting. George, can you summarize?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. We discussed several items, one protected by two regarding contract.
Made our approval of our September 17th, 2025 council meeting minutes. Motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You,
Yes.
Lettieri,
Yes.
Hany,
Yes.
Virgilio,
Abstain.
Kane,
Yes.
Reardon,
Yes.
Mayor Sarah,
Yes.
motion carried.
We need to approve our bill requisition list. We have a motion second. Second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You, yes, Lettieri,
Yes.
Hany,
Yes.
Virgilio,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Reardon,
Yes.
Mayor Sarah,
Yes.
motion carried.
Up next, we have public comment. This is on agenda items only. Anybody wishing to be heard about anything on the agenda, please come up and state your name and address for the record. Yes, sir.
John Johnson, 36 Coquille Beach Drive. And my question is Resolution 219, headline replacement phase 9 and 10. Would you please tell me what 9 and 10 actually is?
Like specific locations or what it is.
What it actually is, phase 9 and 10?
So phase 9 and 10 are areas of the island that we think were built after 1985. After 1985, we have to verify. So basically what we're going to do is we'll have a contractor go out. They have to dig test pits. They'll randomly sample in those areas test pits. If it shows up that the majority of those properties are compliant with the new standards, then we can actually eliminate, I believe, both of those areas off. And this is a regulation, I guess, through the state of New Jersey that we have to do.
So that digging of a pit would be inside the curb line on the owner's property?
I don't know where the test pit be. Both
Okay.
sides.
Yes, okay. I understand that. Thank you.
Seeing no other public comment, we're going to close the public portion. We have resolution 2025-219, and this is a contract with Route 24 Plumbing, lead line replacement, phases 9 and 10. This is the amount of $997,947. We have a motion second. I can see, we just talked about this. Just to give a little more follow-up on this, we're in the process now of working to eliminate properties on the island that are already compliant, don't need to have the lines replaced. So we're working through that. We've done all we can by going through records and looking at plans. Now we're going out and digging physical test pits to go out and look at those lines and properties. Once that's completed, we'll have a better idea of where we are. In November, we're going to be holding, probably in November, might be a little later. This project moves and changes a lot. We anticipate that sometime in November, we're going to be holding a public meeting. And at that time, we should have more information on the project and more specifics on the project. I think one of the challenging things with this is we've been working on this for a few years now, but it continues changes. This is something that's major for every municipality. We're all kind of learning as we go through it. We anticipate that by November, we'll have a better handle on the project. We're trying to get a better idea of what the costs are going to be, especially for homeowners and ratepayers. We're hoping to be able to have that at that meeting. So we'll be able to share more then. Once we have that public meeting and have the information, we anticipate going out to bid construction on the first phase or phases of the project. We want to make sure we have that information. We're not sure financially how it works out yet. We're still putting all the numbers together, especially with high bank funding. So there's a lot with the state of New Jersey that we have to make sure we have correct. We want to make sure that that's out there. We have a company right now, H2M is helping us with the educational side of it. So they're putting together a website for us. It's going to have information, informational packages. There'll be an interactive map. So once this map is available, you'll be able to go online. You can click, my understanding is you can click on the property, see where that falls. And we're trying to make sure that we get as much information out to the public as possible. We felt it was important to hire a professional company dedicated towards this so we can make sure that we get true and accurate information out to the public. Our staff here does a really good job, but there's only so much you can do. We wanted to make sure that we had someone who's dedicated to get that information out and make sure the public is fully aware and has full access to that information as we know it. What's good with the company is as information changes or as we learn things, the company will be able to update the website and get that accurate changed information out to the public. So we will keep everybody posted as we go through. The biggest thing is, it'll be different phases over a series of years. So we'll keep people up to date through that process as we do it. Are there any questions or comments from council? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
We have resolution 2025-220, and this is a resolution authorizing application to hazardous discharge site remediation fund. This is part of the process through Green Acres for our East Shore playground that we're working on. Do we have a motion second?
I make that motion. Second.
Questions or comments?
This is the test that has to be done correctly. Like, start, it's got to be evaluated.
Yeah, it has to
Right,
be
to make sure that it's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just part of the process to verify that there's no hazardous contaminants there. So this is like that first step.
We have roll call?
Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-221, this is a resolution to affirm the City of Brigantine civil rights policy with respect to all officials, appointees, employees, prospective employees, volunteers, independent contractors, and members of the public that come into contact with municipal employees, officials, and volunteers. We have a motion second. So moved. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-222. This is a resolution by the City of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing a contract with 4&B LP for the purchase of residential meter pits, lids, and curb stop boxes. This is the amount of $17,950. Have a motion second. So moved. Second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-223. This is tax overpayment refunds. Have a motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-224, and this is a refund for a land use certificate. Have a motion second. So
Second.
questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
You, yes. Lettieri?
Yes.
Eden?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-225. This is a resolution by the City of Brigantine, New Jersey, authorizing award of contract to Middletown Sprinklers Company for irrigation at the Brigantine Golf Links for holes 10 through 18, Brigantine, New Jersey. This is the amount of $1,839,450. Good motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? I think one of the important things is this is a project that definitely needs to get done. We did the front 9 this year, finish up the back 9 now. To put this in perspective, back in 2024, we had 450 breaks in our irrigation system. The irrigation system is probably 20 years past its life expectancy. It's more bubble gum tape than anything. As PCB pipe gets old, it gets brittle. When the pressure comes up, it blasts the pipes. I believe we this didn't happen. It's becoming more expensive to maintain. Had to just put in a new system. For any golf course, probably one of the most important things you need is a good functioning irrigation system to make sure that you keep the grass nice. So we're continuing with that investment here.
Some of the parts, they don't even make it.
Yeah, some of the
Yeah,
parts
right,
that
so-
don't make, our public works just done a great job of keeping it running.
Trying to rig it.
Thank you. Yeah. So we appreciate it. Don't let it's outlived its life. If there's no questions or comments, can we have roll call?
I just, Mayor, Tiger, that's no retrofitting, like essentially no retrofitting of any sorts going on. It's all new equipment.
All new equipment, everything's getting replaced, everything.
And regularly, these things, they're seven figures, whether it be a 9-hole course, an 18-hole golf course. So it's right on. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we split it up over 2 tax years to try to expense control. So we split it up over 2 tax years to keep the expenses under control. So that's why we did 9 and 9. Recommendations from people in the golf industry says that it makes sense to do 9 holes at a time. You don't have to run all 18. So that's why we did it. If there's no other questions or comments, can we have roll call?
Yes, Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-226, and this is a resolution authorizing a contract with Hydro Design Incorporated for construction management. This is phase 2 of the golf course irrigation system, and this is the amount not to exceed $29,500. Motion second. So moved. Questions or comments? Seeing none, we have roll call.
Yes, Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Resolution 2025-227. This is a resolution authorizing the mayor and city manager to execute an application with the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection. And I believe this is for the Washington Drive sanitary sewer extension. We have a motion second.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, we have roll call.
Yes, Lettieri?
Yes.
Haney?
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
We have our consent agenda. We have our St. Thomas raffle license numbers 1126 and number 1127, VFW Veterans Day Parade. We have a motion second. Questions, comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes, Lettieri?
Yes.
Yes.
Virgilio?
Yes.
Kane?
Yes.
Reardon?
Yes.
Mayor Sarah?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Except we have our council manager committee discussions.
I just have one thing I'd like to bring up. I'd like to publicly congratulate my deputy manager, Ryan Hurst. She graduated on Friday through Rutgers University, the Certified Public Managers course, which she has been attending in Atlantic City for over 9 months, 10 months. She completed the course in August and got her certificate. So that's a very, very demanding course, and super proud of her, and could not do this job without her. So publicly embarrass her. Congratulate her.
I know Tiger, we both got to watch her do her final presentation for her course, and very, very impressive. She did an outstanding job.
Just one. All the fresh group. See, Sunday. Wednesday.
Start with our deputy mayor, Karen Beal.
Thanks tonight. Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe this is the last week for yard dirt pickup. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. This is the last season. On Thursday, October 16th, I will be hosting a mobile office session to assist seniors in filling out their property tax applications. This will cover the New Jersey Anchor Program and the Senior Tax Freeze. Representatives from the office of Senator Vince Palestina, Assemblyman Don Guardian, and Assemblywoman Claire Swift will be at the CER from 10 to 2 on the 16th to help with this complicated process. Please, if you come and join us, it's going to be in the paper and it's all over social media. You'll have to bring your photo ID, your social security card, your 2023 and 24 tax return, and your 2023 and 24 property tax bill. This is the form that was mailed out by the state back in the spring, late spring. If you do not have it, they will have extra books for them. These representatives will be bringing laptops with them. They will help you to fill it out online, or if you still want to just do it by paper, and you can do, the forms are in the booklet. This is due by Halloween. This is on the 16th at the CER. Also, Bring en Blanc was a huge success. I want to thank the Green Team for having this vision and organizing 300 people seated at one long table down the middle of 15th Street. It was absolutely awesome to see everybody out there, all dressed completely in white from head to toe. It was a great event. The weather cooperated for us, and they are promising that next year. That's it.
Congrats again to Ryan. It's great news, great to hear. Also to Fran Messina, 46 years. My goodness, it's amazing. Good for him, good for his family, and he'll be around, but he'll be missing on the just the same. Great, great. So just basically just a couple notes on the fall. Just a couple of our local businesses been kind of busy, I guess, with the Phillies and the Eagles, and just good luck to our regional teams. It seems that obviously the town a good vibe. And we should both well in the playoffs, probably. At least those of us who are Philly fans. Thank you.
Just one real quick. I participated in the mini golf after dark glow this past Saturday night. And it was, even though it was raining, it was a great time. But specifically, I want to mention Kristen's outstanding asset she is, I think, to center to our city. But to you, Tiger, as well, to have the vision. John, your staff are helping. It was the first time I played on it, embarrassingly. The decorations that she brought in, all the lighting at night, it was really spectacular. We really have something there. And literally, I'm calling my kids. I'm like, you got to come down and come play. So great job. And it's this is going to be something, I think, an attraction for you. Season 1. Nine of them. Really good.
Thanks, Mayor. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, spending some time here, expressing concerns. So, Cultural Arts Commission, they had their arts festival last month. Fabulous local artists, planned events. The economic development, you can see there's a lot going on. Brigantine, economic development project that's starting at the bridge. updates of all the infrastructure. And so we can discuss about what's the businesses, saying that they had a great summer, business was up, good thing. What else? Chamber of Commerce, been doing great stuff. This Sunday is the last tailgate on the beach at 1 o'clock. Eagles are playing Denver, so it should be a good win for us. I don't want to jinx anything, but, you know, that's, that's that. Also, I suppose, what else? They had a community prayer vigil this past week. All religious organizations came together on the island. And the leaders wanted me to express their thanks and appreciation to Public Works and police for the extra security. Park looked wonderful. So that's that. One thing, you know, for our Jewish friends, meaningful, young. That's it. That's right. And then.
Probably about 50 or 60.
Right, that's right. I guess also, if you haven't heard, it's horseback riding season again in Brigantine. It's for sale, and so if you got your horses and ponies ready, saddle up and, good luck.
Say pick up that deal.
Mayor, can I just clarify, because I did get a text, the horse season starts on November 1st. So
Coming
just, because I did get a text today that somebody was advertising that it's October 1st. But it,
I know Mike talked about some of the events and stuff. It's funny. I hear a lot from people outside the community. Great job Brigantine still, especially the Chamber of Commerce with their special events, with our tailgates. I think it's something that's very special and unique. I think it helps to draw more people to the island to help with businesses, and our chamber's doing a great job with that. You know, and Mark kind of touched on this a little bit with one of the things that has been successful is the team that investment across the community, how beautiful the island is, what roads that are being made, water tower projects, investment in golf courses. Like, we're investing back in this community, and a lot of that work is getting done. It's part of the team. It's something I'm very proud of, and I think it is a good model for every municipality. There's a lot of government bodies that fight over politics, they fight over personal gain. We don't have people in Brigantine work hard for the better. You see it with all of the council members, you see it with all of our departments, you see it with every single one of our employees. And it's something that's very, very special, and I think very, very unique to Brigantine. That's why this island's so great. I would say what makes Brigantine great is all of the people that are here and knowledge and care about this island. So I just want to say, the island is beautiful. Proud of the work we're getting done. It's just the beginning. At this time, I'd like to open it up for public comment. Anybody wishing to be heard, please come up and state your name and address for the record.
John Johnson, 36 Coquille Beach Drive. And I just wanted to publicly thank John Doring for his aid to me and others. I live at Coquille Beach, and behind all the houses, it's a fire access and concrete walkways. And probably every 50 feet, there's Atlantic City electric light pole. Over a year, I've called, complained, emailed countless times. 3 or 4 of my other neighbors have done the same. Everybody reached out to someone they thought could help. And about 5 weeks ago, I go, hey, why don't you call up John? I called him up. He investigated the situation, and last week it got fixed. So John, you did something no one else, and it was loads of people that were requested to help us. Thank you. You're the best. Proud to be in Brigantine. The whole city operates with, we want to help you, and I'm proud to be here. Thank you.
There's no other public comment? Okay.
Hi, William Wyman, 43 Varden Road. I was here last week and just wanted to make a public comment. And I haven't been paying attention to these meetings for probably over 15 years now. But I noticed that there was probably less people than there are here tonight, here last week. And I was just wondering, because I got that feeling when I had to say my house number, does anybody get discouraged with coming in to make a public comment because they have to give their house address with today's climate with the politics and all that, and the violence that's associated. In Atlantic City, when they do their board meetings for the school board, they have a sign-in sheet for anybody that wants to do a public comment. They just sign in, put their name, whatever other information they require. Is that something that could happen here? And then just when they come up to make a comment at the microphone, maybe just their first name and the street that they live on, maybe just to help people that might be a little bit anxious about coming down and getting their address on, because this is going online, right?
Yeah.
So
I
I don't,
think even if we collected a document of information.
but then someone could come in, or at least then they got to make an public records request, and then you can at least track and see if anyone's doing anything nefarious. I kind of got worried. I didn't see Mrs. Phillips here last week. I saw her throughout the week, and that's what kind of got me thinking that people might get discouraged.
Yeah, it's something we can look at. So
It's no big deal, but just the fault there.
I know Ms. Phillips misses too many meetings. I call her.
She's the treasurer here with the work she does. So that's all I have to think. Oh, the other thing, the handicap ramp down at the seawall, they said they weren't going to redo the concrete one. If they did it out of wood, if there was any kind of settling or anything, would the wood flex or at least go with the whatever disruption is or settlement down there? I don't know. You guys had said something last week about eliminating that ramp down there because the concrete cracked. If they were doing wood steps, could they do a wood ramp? I was just throwing it.
Any final council comments? All right, seeing none, we have a motion and second to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passed. Thank you for coming out.